Hi. We're going to talk about defensiveness again. Defensiveness number 2. It's very nice. It's beautiful. Why do we need a part 2? Because I wasn't done yesterday, okay? We need to say more about defensiveness. I need to teach you how to stop defensiveness in its tracks. We talked about how not to take things personally. I have like a 10-minute talk about it. And again, I want to give props to this amazing lawyer, Jefferson Fisher, who wrote this book, The Next Conversation, because I learned everything from him, okay? When we take things personally, we create these arguments that never need to happen, okay? When we get defensive, we create a self-fulfilling prophecy. And it looks like this. You are having a conversation and you perceive the other person as rude. They're attacking you personally. They are saying stuff. That perception triggers the emotional reaction of this ignition phase, okay? Now, you're driving by your emotions, right? There's chemical reactions in your body and you are responding defensively. And your response now causes the other person to respond defensively. We have these mirror neurons in our brain and what we do is we mirror each other subconsciously. This cycle now reinforces your brain to think you're under attack. It's called confirmation bias. You're seeking out information that confirms or reinforces your beliefs while rejecting information that doesn't, okay? That's what's happening in the news. Everybody's watching 2 different channels, okay? It's like this. Once you get triggered, you begin to selectively look for information that feeds that trigger. And it dismisses the information that doesn't, okay? For example, if you're complaining to somebody about not doing the dishes, okay? You might be tempted to focus on the times where they didn't do the dishes and dismiss all the times when they did the dishes, okay? You look for the negative and reject all the positive because it reinforces your defensive behavior. So, how do you cure defensiveness? It begins with understanding that how often you take things personally is a reflection of how much grace you give other people. You heard me say that. Thank you, Jefferson Fisher. This is the guy that taught me that. How freely you give others the benefit of the doubt. If you grew up in Romania and everyone that you know was schmecker, you don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Why would you? Because you think that everybody is out for themselves and they're going to screw you somehow. They're going to get you, okay? But this is wrong. Most people are good. We were told a lie. Most people are trusting. Most people don't lie. How the heck do you think we build this whole society? Think about it. How can we do anything if we can't trust in people? We have to trust in people, okay? How can we build bridges and buildings and have stock markets and hospitals and everybody, right? Everything. If everybody was schmecker, we couldn't trust anybody and we couldn't get anything done, right? No, most people are good. And the most successful people are honest. You've been told a lie all your life. Yeah. Broke people tell their children lies. They say how awful. They say this world is awful because they should not trust anybody because everybody's out to get them, right? And this creates this discomfort that manifests in insecurity and defensiveness because you're always like looking out to see if somebody's screwing you, okay? But if you start giving grace to people, believing that people have your best interest at heart, and if they messed up, so what? It's okay. No big deal. Just keep going and keep giving them grace. The more you open up about, giving them grace, and the more you're gonna see that grace coming back to you, okay? If their actions or words are bad, but you think they're not intended as a personal insult, then you're less likely to feel offended by them, okay? This grace, this willingness to see beyond yourself can transform how you interact with the world. When you hold back from giving people the benefit of the doubt, you also hold back on your peace of mind. When you give grace, you allow the possibility of positive intent. People are mostly good. If they throw something bad at you, don't pick it up. Put it down. Put it down. Just give them grace, okay? When you practice kindness and empathy, you fundamentally change. You start treating yourself better. You become more forgiving and less critical of your own mistakes, okay? And you'll be amazed how you treat other people. You're gonna be like an amazing person, because nobody wants to be around people that are angry, right? And insecure and defensive. We don't like that. We want to be around people that are happy. People have their shit together and are able to help other people. So stop pointing outwards and point inward. Recognize this impulse and choose yes, it is a choice, really. It's a choice to point a finger at yourself and give grace to the other people. It's a choice, okay? So let's recap. When you get defensive, prevent that knee-jerk reaction to say something stupid. You take a big breath, and then when somebody said something, it's not a threat, okay? It's not bothering you. Just let the words fall to the ground. Let it be silence for 5 to 10 seconds. Resist the urge to catch them and throw them back, okay? If I feel myself a little bit defensive, I just say, hey, Claudia, put it down. Put it down, it's not worth it. I don't want to be right, okay? Being right is a poor man's dopamine, remember? Don't argue with idiots, because they suck your energy, okay? Claudia, put it down. You don't have the energy to waste. I've wasted a lot of time in my life. I got no time for waste anymore, okay? And with that, don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat, and don't kill any insects today. Look how pretty it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mwah.